For centuries, human beings believed that the unseen world and the human world were separated by a firm boundary, a line that could not be crossed, a veil that kept the invisible distant and the visible safe. But today, institutions that once dismissed such ideas are quietly acknowledging something unusual. The Vatican has publicly admitted that reports of demonic possessions have increased so rapidly that the Church no longer has enough trained specialists to respond. Catholic authorities have even resorted to remote training for priests, not because of convenience, but because requests for help are arriving faster than ever before. This admission by a renowned figure is itself a very alarming thing, which means that there is something really troubling going on that needs to be addressed. Italy, a country often associated with art, beauty, history, architecture, and luxury, holds a lesser-known statistic. A leading Italian exorcist claimed in 2018 that approximately 500,000 alleged cases requiring an exorcism were reported annually in Italy, which means in this city, nearly one house in every neighborhood has been in one way or another affected by these demonic possessions. In the United States, the number of trained religious counselors dealing with such cases has multiplied many times over in less than 2 decades. What was once a taboo topic is now discussed openly. But all these cases raise very uncomfortable questions. Why are people across cultures, religions, and continents describing similar experiences? Why do videos discussing spiritual healing, protection prayers, and unseen forces attract millions of viewers? Why are spiritual clinics and counseling centers expanding rapidly in countries like Indonesia and beyond? Unbelievably, demonic possessions are on the rise globally, affecting individuals from diverse backgrounds, religions, and ethnicities. But we first need to understand that not every case of demonic possession is genuine. It's true that there is an increasing number of cases in which family members report sensing unusual behavior in their relatives. Occasionally, these behavioral changes are slight but recognizable. These behavioral changes may go away on their own, but they can also become aggressive and intolerable for family. At this point, seeking spiritual guidance and assistance becomes crucial for accurately diagnosing and treating such possession. Additionally, many reported cases indicate that fraudulent scholars are profiting millions from this deceptive practice. They claim to treat patients, but their actions often exacerbate the situation. And therefore, anybody going for such a treatment or cure should first be properly investigated, and one should not put blind trust in such fake scholars. So what's actually happening? In Islam, it is clear that unseen beings exist. They are created from energy rather than matter. Classical scholars describe them as capable of influencing human perception, but not overpowering a spiritually grounded individual. Modern science tells us the human brain functions through electrical signals. Emotional trauma, extreme fear, anger, or prolonged neglect of mental and spiritual health can destabilize a person. But there are incidents that science is unable to explain, and this is the realm of the unseen. This is where one needs spiritual purification alongside medical assistance. Now addressing our main point. Why are cases of demon possession increasing so significantly? The reason is that toward the end of time, confusion will increase, boundaries will blur, and truth will mix with illusion, not through open force, but through subtle deception. Mass influence, mass panic, and mass distraction will become easier. Why? Because at the end of time, Dajjal will be aided by such beings. The entrance of beings into the real world will become easier and easier. And this is why we have already seen a surge in such cases. Demons have already started to show their influence and power over humans. They have already started paving the way for the arrival of Dajjal. As the time between the present and the arrival of Dajjal continues to decrease, we will see an increase in these cases of possession. But we need to understand one thing. Such beings have no control over the rightly guided servant of Allah. Allah says in the Holy Quran to Iblis, "Tempt with your call all whom you wish. Muster against them all your forces, your cavalry and your foot soldiers. Share with them riches and offspring, and seduce them with rosy promises. And Satan's promise is nothing but a deception. But know well that you will have no power against my servants. Your Lord suffices for them to place their trust in." Regular prayer, remembrance of God, avoidance of sin, staying away from alcohol and corn content, and avoidance of exploitation and superstition are just a few steps that one needs to follow to prohibit any such attack. These practices strengthen a person's inner stability, psychologically and spiritually. If someone feels watched, uneasy, or unsettled, it does not automatically mean danger. But it is a reminder to ground oneself. The unseen world has no power over us. They were commanded to prostrate to Adam, alayhi salam, a human being. So never feel they have any power over you, because only Allah has power over you. The unseen has always existed. What changes is how prepared we are. And preparation does not begin in panic. It begins with gaining proper knowledge and strengthening one's defense. No one knows when Dajjal will come, but it is certain that the era of Dajjal has already arrived. That's all for today. If you found the video informative, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Jazakum Allahu khairan.